welcome to the very first episode of Moments with Adeola. My name is Adeola, and I am so happy to finally be sharing this space with you. It's been a dream of mine for a very long time, and I'm so happy to finally be living this dream. I'm so happy to have you here with me. But before I get into it, let me share a little backstory on how this show started. For a while, I realized that I always find myself in deep conversations. I always love having deep conversations with people, like my friends, my colleagues, sometimes even strangers that I meet. I just like to have meaningful conversation with people because I believe it encourages people. It just gives you a new perspective of life. And after reflecting on those conversations, I just end up living that she's thinking, some other people need to hear this. This really could help somebody. And that was where Moments with Adeola truly came from. And for a while, I pushed it back because I just thought, who am I to start a show and who is going to listen to me speak? But then the more I pushed it away, the more it kept coming back to me. And eventually I realized it's not actually about me. It's about creating a safe space. It's about creating a platform for people to share their stories and to listen to other people's stories and just to get encouraged and get inspired and just a relaxing space for us. It's about creating a space for people where stories can be shared and lessons can be learned. And that is where Moments with Adeola was truly born. That's the drive and the passion to have conversation and to help people. That was where the idea came from. Life is busy and life keeps moving. We just keep chasing something. We're chasing dreams, chasing responsibilities, chasing goals, trying to do a lot at a time that sometimes you just forget to pause. We just forget to just take a break. But in those pauses, in those little moments of reflection, that is where we find connection. That is where we find healing. That is where we find clarity. And that is what the show is all about, just creating a safe space for us to take a break. This show was my way of saying pause, take a breath, and relax. On this show, we'll touch topics, we'll just converse, we'll touch different topics from love and relationships down to growth, but down to personal development. Everything you can think of, we are going to talk about it on this show because it is these conversations that build us up. This is a safe space free of judgment, and it is just where you can just feel understood. On Moments with Adeola, every episode comes with something new, something different every episode. Sometimes it'll just be me here sharing my experiences and lessons I've learned over the years. And sometimes I'm going to have guests over, from friends to mentors to people with inspiring stories, even to just young people who dared to dream big and are doing incredible things in their own way. We'll laugh, we'll ask questions, and sometimes we'll have just those deep heart-to-heart conversations that truly build us up. We'll talk about relationships because, to be honest, relationships shape who we become and who we are. We'll talk about personal growth and development because becoming who you are and becoming the best version of yourself is a lifelong journey. We'll talk about faith because it grounds us when life feels uncertain. And we'll talk about everyday struggles that are so hard for us, but they're also so real for all of us. I just want to say that this isn't about perfection. It is about authenticity. I'm not here to teach or to lecture or to pretend like I have my whole life figured out because honestly, I don't. But if I share a story, it's because I've lived it. And if I bring on a guest and they share stories, it's because they've lived it and because their stories can also be of value to us, to me, and to you. My goal is simple, that every episode leaves you a little lighter, a little stronger, or maybe just more inspired than when you came. Or maybe even just to think of life in a different light, to challenge you to do something different. Before I wrap up today, I want you to think about what's one conversation, one lesson, or one story that has truly shaped who you are today, that has helped you and you've thought about it deeply and it has really helped you to become who you are today. Maybe it was an advice from your parents or a mentor. Maybe it was a lesson learned from a previous relationship, or maybe it was just even a quiet moment you don't know you were thinking about it. That is what this show is all about, capturing those little moments and giving them space to breathe. So here we are at the beginning of something new, something I believe is truly special, and something I believe is going to help a lot of people. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me today. I do not take it for granted. Thank you for listening, thank you for believing in me, and thank you for giving me a chance to live this streak. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, and share with your friends. Also subscribe to this channel and tell your friends also to subscribe to this channel, because I can promise you it is not going to be a waste. Once again, this is Moments with Adeola, a talk show for us to have conversations that truly matter. And my name is Adeola. Thanks for listening.